My name is Virginia Thomas. I am the founder of the Challenge Bowl for Creek Nation. The reason that it came to my mind, I came back to work for the nation in 1999. I worked here in the 70s under Chief Cox, and then I worked under Chief Beaver and Ellis. And I went to witness the Challenge Bowl that Cherokee Nation was doing. And they invited me to come and be part of it. And I went there and I was totally in awe of the children greeting me in Cherokee, you know, talking to each other in Cherokee. And then when I witnessed the knowledge that they learned from this, I literally, when I was driving back to Creek Nation, I cried the whole way back thinking, our own children don't know this. You know, when you talk to children in the classroom, they had no idea, oh yeah, I'm Creek, but who's your chief? I don't know. You know, I would say hello in Creek, you know, they didn't know what I was saying. I asked them, you know, what their clan were, they didn't know, and I was just heartbroken. My heart was just pounding, you know, thinking, I've got to make a difference. So I called a group that I thought could really help me and aid me in doing this. I'm not a fluent speaker. I understand I can speak, but not fluently. So I got people together. I got Jabon Gouge was Speaker of the House, and he said yes, he came. I got some of the larger school directors to come, and we met. Amos Manak was there. We just had these wonderful people who were fluent speakers, traditional people, and they all gathered together, employees and non-employees, and I told them of my dream. I said, this is what I want to do. And they all agreed. They said, yes, the school says we'll participate, we'll do it, we'll come. So we did. We sat down and I tried to work with them. They gave me ideas. I wrote the original Challenge Bowl questions. I did a study guide. We gave them a study guide. I wrote the original questions. I remember I had to go to a national meeting that I was on, and when I came back, I stayed up all night long making sure that they were double eliminations, because I figured the children work so hard, they should have time not just once, but maybe twice to do their talent. We held it in Sapulpa. The school said, yes, come. So we did. We got there, and Chief Beaver was there, Second Chief A.D. Ellis was there, Chibon was there, Judge Moore was there, and the kids were in awe. I wish I had a camera then. They were running down the hallways. An old school teacher I am. I told them to stop running. I said, what are you running for? And they said, he's here. And I said, well, who's here? And they said, Chibon Gouge is here. And I thought, oh, okay. And I realized they didn't know who he was before the Challenge Bowl. They didn't know that he was the Speaker of the House. They didn't know him, but now they knew all about him. They wanted to see him in person. And all of a sudden, pins came out. They were writing on their T-shirts. And it was just amazing. I remember this little girl came up to Chief Beaver, and she just stood there, and he turned around, he goes, do you want me to sign your shirt? And she nodded just real timidly. And so he turned her around and he signed her T-shirt. And the only thing she could do is she goes, is that okay? And she looked at him and he goes, that's all she could do. She was just in awe that she met these men that were in there. It was just amazing. We worked all day. We had elementary, secondary, and middle school, all in the same day. We went from morning to night. I mean, it was amazing. It was a beautiful sight. And then I think we only had just a few teams. We probably had about 12 teams. And all of a sudden it exploded. Everybody wanted to be in on this. All the schools, our study guides got better. The employees started meeting with me, you know, monthly. We would work on the Challenge Bowl, getting this done. It was hard work because we didn't have these computers that we have now. It was all manual, you know, we were doing things, and it was amazing to see the not only the children, but the employees and community members started coming, and learning along with the children. They said, I didn't know this. I didn't know where our boundaries were. I didn't know that we had 3 forms of government. We didn't know this. And now even the staff becomes knowledgeable. And my dream in this, when I wrote the original idea of what this was, it was not about a competition with a kill kind of an attitude. It was a competition within yourself. I want to learn more about who I am, where I come from and my ancestry, to be proud of what they were and how hard their ancestors worked to get us where we are right now. It's amazing, that we have this. And if anything I'd done right for Creek Nation, it was this. And my dream is to keep it going as long as it can. And the best part about it is I see people that were children in Challenge Bowl, and now they're working for Creek Nation. I see parents that were getting their Challenge Bowl kids here being on the National Council now. I see things that it's amazing that these kids have more confidence. They know who they are. They can greet you in their language. They do this, and they expand more and more. I am just so proud that this is the legacy that was left behind for what not only I did, but the people that were involved at the beginning to have this going. So that's why I'm so proud of this.